guys, thanks for watching 4-Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, back with another haul video. Just a short stack here. A few acquisitions from Flea Market and from a great comic shop and toy store, I guess you call it. Lots of action figures, so yeah, definitely toy store. I think some sports memorabilia. Anyway, the Clubhouse. There we go. The Clubhouse in Joplin, Missouri. I've only made it there a handful of times, so forgive me. It's been probably over a year since I was there before a couple of weekends ago. So anyway, I want to start though with the flea market. One of the flea markets in Joplin that I found a few goodies in. This was a $5 hardback Iron Man Legacy of Doom. Now this is as I understand it, the third Iron Man Doom story where they go back in time. There was the story one in Iron Man Volume 1, 149, 150, which of course I have those. Those were classics. And then there was, I believe, issue 249 and issue 250. They did it again. This one is by the same team minus John Romita Jr., but it is David Michelinie, Ron Lim with Bob Layton doing the ink. So just so you know that I'm in my right mind, I know what I'm talking about here. Issue 149 and 150, that with the art, it was David Michelinie. The art was John Romita Jr., inked by Bob Layton. And the second one, 249 and 250, I believe that was all art by Bob Layton and written by David Michelinie, if I'm not mistaken. But see, you can correct me on that if you want to, somebody. But anyway, this one, David Michelinie, Ron Lim, and Bob Layton. So great stuff. It is actually, it collects Legacy of Doom, a 4-issue miniseries. Okay, so anyway, great stuff there, and can't wait to read that. Haven't read it yet. That is the one story, Iron Man Doom story, going back in time that I have not read before. And so anyway, just some great Ron Lim art in there, inked by Bob Layton. Give you an idea of what's in there. So great stuff. Anyway, found that for $5. For $3, I found this kind of a beat up copy, but it is 6 issues of Jim Lee's Superman. It is Superman for Tomorrow, and it's 6 issues. It's volume 1, it's 6 issues. Brian Azzarello, Jim Lee, and Scott Williams. 6 issues collected in this cover. It's got the great foil Superman symbol, and even if you can see there, his eyes with the heat ray vision, or the heat vision effect on the red foil in the eyes. So great stuff there. Great Jim Lee illustration on the back, and of course that amazing Jim Lee Superman art inside. So found that for $3, $2, $3. Now I don't remember, but anyway, it was $2 or $3. A great buy for a great story, and most definitely eye candy as far as the art is concerned. A couple of single issues that I found at the flea market. This was a Strange Adventures number 240. It's a Bronze Age book. The wonderful Mike Kaluta, is it Mike Kaluta cover? I saw Mike Kaluta cover on there. I don't know exactly when Kaluta started his comic book art career, but this is going to be fairly early in his career. And it is, unfortunately, the kind of a letterbox type cover where not as much room for the art. Still a beautiful cover. I bought it for the cover. It was just a couple of bucks, and reprinted sci-fi stories from DC with the likes of Carmine Infantino. Let me look at some of the other artists working here. The cover was the main thing for me. Carmine Infantino again. So lots of Infantino in here. Mainly Adam Strange stories. So anyway, gives you an idea of what we're looking at there. But love that cover by Mike Kaluta, who is one of my favorite artists of all time, as well as one of my favorite cover artists. This was something new to me. This was a Whitman book. Starstream, Adventures in Science Fiction. There are, as I understand it, 4 or 5 of these out rolling around, floating around out there. 79-cent cover price, okay? And kind of a neat, sturdy, you know, sturdier covers than your average. This is cardboard cover there, okay? This was published in, let's see if I can see it's at 1976. So I would have been 8 years old, okay? Some competent interiors, give you an idea of the interior in the book, the interiors, the interior art. But just really unusual because I had never seen any of these before. The Starstream, again, there's 4 or 5 of them. I've looked them up. I've gone about seeing what it would take to acquire them online because this is honestly the first one I've ever found in the wild. And so I thought that was interesting. A Whitman book. I don't think it's a Whitman variant. It's Western Publishing, 1976 Western Publishing Company. Somebody out there tell me, Night Tiger, you probably know this. Is it, who is the Western Publishing Company? Is that Whitman, or is this a Whitman reprint of some type? Okay, someone can let me know on that. All right, because of course, in the YouTube comic book community, we believe in free exchange of information. All right, I found this one at, these next few are from the comic book Clubhouse. The Clubhouse, not comic book Clubhouse. Stop it. This just the Clubhouse in Joplin, okay? Found this, now they had a special sale going on. Anything that was $3 or below was $2, okay? So, and then they had a lot of dollar books. I got this for $2. This is a Marvel Legacy 1970s handbook, published in 2006 with a great Sal Buscema cover on there, and that's why I bought it. Okay, now there's some good reference material in here. It's just a handbook about characters and stuff, but I loved that Sal cover, and this gives you an idea of you know, you got pictures of past Marvel comics and just kind of a who's who kind of thing, kind of a what Marvel Universe type format. Okay, so there's another one. There's what's his name? Oh, Hypno Hustler, and what was the index for the Marvel Universe? That's what I'm trying to say. Index for the Marvel Universe format there. So that kind of a thing. This was, I guess they did one for the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, maybe the 90s. And so anyway, I love that cover. I may actually go and look for the one, if they did one from the 60s and the 80s. We'll see. I'll do a little more research on that because that was kind of cool. Now, this next one I was really happy to find, as the first print of this book has just been going higher and higher. I actually found this. I got this for $2 because it didn't have a price on it, and so the guy gave it to me for $2. I honestly have not checked to see if it's going for any more, but I was happy to have it just for my collection because it's a classic story. This is a reprint of X-Men number 101, but it actually came taped to the backing board for the Marvel Legends figure, the Phoenix figure that it came with. This is the Marvel Legends reprint, okay? It's in great shape. I didn't take it out of the bag, but it's in great shape. I love how these always say not for resale, but you find them in back issue boxes at every comic book store. So great condition on that, and love that story. Chris Claremont and Dave Cockrum, of course. Now this next one is a reprint. This was interesting. I may have overpaid on this, but I went ahead and gave $10 for this. But this is a Submariner. Now it had on there, it had second print. And the pink sticker said second print. I spent $10 on it. This is a reprint of Submariner number 8, but you can see that this isn't the second print because the second print would have been in volume 2 of Tales to Astonish. That was the first volume where the Submariner stories were reprinted. What this is one of the J.C. Penney reprints, which reprinted the front cover as it was with the price and everything. And I believe, let's see, now they had modern day ads inside, 90s ads, because this was published, of course, in the 90s. What was it? Has the original Indicia, 1968 below below on the bottom part of the first page, but the ads are 90s ads. Like there's the Incredible Hulk, there's a Incredible Hulk video game ad, okay? And I'm not going to try to read the tiny print. Okay, well, it jumped out at me. It's 1994. So 1994 is when these came out. And there's another 90s ad there. But you got this wonderful reprinted John Buscema art of this epic battle between the Thing and Submariner. I thought that was worth it. I like getting those JCPenney reprints of Marvel Comics that they did in the 90s, or 94, I should say. I like to pick those up whenever I can, and so that was a $10 book that I didn't mind paying for. This is one that was $1, but I'm not going to take it out of the bag. I have it. This was just a very high grade one. It's the first appearance of a character that I really dig, and I've done a affordable first on him before. So this is just kind of remind you, it's the first appearance of Green Lantern Jack T. Chance. And who Jack T. Chance was he was a Green Lantern who got to bend the rules a little bit as far as how he fought crime, because the planet that he fought crime on was so bad and the criminals were so so ruthless. And so I like this character. As you can tell, I always like to see this character go up against Guy Gardner. Of course, they'd probably end up being drinking buddies or something. But this character did, in another issue of Green Lantern Quarterly, this character did go up against Lobo, which was very interesting. So neat book there. I got that for $1. It's a great first appearance to have. This is a $12 book. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out because this was a Power Man that I'd wanted for quite some time. Found one in a very nice grade. This is Power Man number 49, and it is early John Byrne art. This is the issue before it became Power Man and Iron Fist, okay? Number 50. It went to number 50. Went from Power Man to Power Man and Iron Fist. So great, just kind of give you find some of the good example of the early John Byrne art there. Okay, so great stuff there. Fun book. All right. That was a publication date, was 1977. So great stuff there. Glad to have that finally in my collection again. Had it years ago, and now it's back. Okay, a couple of books. I could have gotten more of these for 75 cents a piece. These were actually 75 cents. Could have gotten more of these, but I just got 2. I'd never seen these before. These are polybagged books. It's called Superhero Comic Book Collector Kit, which has a comic book in it, and at the time it sold for $1. Has a comic book in it, has some trading cards in it, has a bonus redemption offer of some type in it, okay? So anyway, there's what it looked like. Superhero Comic Book Collector Kit. I don't know what company put them out or where you found them, but I thought that was cool. It has an Avengers book in there. I don't even know what number. Can't really, and I didn't want to tear it open. Thought about it, but I thought, nah. And they had 3 or 4 more of these in a box, but I didn't, I just thought, well, I'll get a couple and leave them for other folks because the owner of the place hadn't even seen those before. When I checked him out, he's like, wow, I've never seen that before. Here's another one with a Hulk issue underneath there, and again the trading cards, and so kind of a neat find there. I thought that was cool. There's what the back looks like, and so let's see, Cards 1. Never heard of Cards 1. One of the many outfits that tried to get off the ground and maybe didn't. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Kind of a neat deal there. All right. Last book here. I'm going to go ahead and take this out because this is one that I've been looking for a while. And it's hard to find in the wild, these kind of books. This is an error book, but it kind of combines my love of gimmick covers with even more rare variants. This is X-Men issue number 25, and this is has the Error Blue hologram. Now, there's some green you'll see in there, but it's primarily blue. And I've seen these will come in blue like that with a little bit of mixed green. I've seen them with total dark blue where you almost can't see the hologram at all. I thought that was cool to find that. That was a $2 comic, and found that at the Clubhouse. And so kind of a cool blue error hologram there, X-Men 25, that I'm happy to have in my collection. And that's it. Just wanted to share a few of those with you. This Saturday, I'll be going once again to the Neosho Art Show, which in Neosho, Missouri, which will have comic vendors. Sometimes there's half a dozen or more comic vendors, and then last year there were, I think, 2 comic vendors. So we'll see what it holds for us this Saturday, and I'll have a video on that sometime afterwards. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to share a few of those books with you. Neat little haul, especially finding that blue error hologram X-Men 25 made me happy. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that, and share the video. Certainly comment on the video. I want to know what you know about any of that stuff that I didn't know about. Okay, so if you know anything about those things, enlighten us all and comment down there under the video. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you